Okay, hello my dear friends. Today we are going to learn very important concept Docker end to end how Docker is run. Actually, I am also new in this concept, so let's learn together. So first of all, I am using Claude AI here. First of all, I am giving him the prompt that I am learning these things, and now I want to learn about. I want to make some one project. So Claude give me whole codes, but I don't want like this. So I ask Claude to act as a teacher and then give me the proper step by step how I can use the Docker concepts for my project. So he gives me everything properly, and after checking, I am coming on the in this stage where now I am making this video for you all. So keep subscribing my channel and support me as well. So first of all, we can check that whether uh, Docker is there in our system is not or not. Yeah, Docker is there. It is 29.2.1 version is there in our PC. Okay. After that, Docker Compose version. Let's check that also. Docker Compose. Okay. Finally, Docker Compose is also there. Okay. So after that, they ask us to make the last sudo and we go to that. Okay. After that, they ask us to make the requirement of txt. Txt. Okay. Now, for now, we are just copy paste it because we know by using a single command of freeze minus f something like that minus f, we can directly copy all the requirements. So I'm not going to do that for now. What is plus? Okay, binary. You can read it by your own. Okay, that after that we have to be very important one, that is app.py. Sorry. Okay. So we have to import these things. It gives me from very simple things like everything is giving me uh, not just what I like this. Okay. Okay, after that, a data bus model is also given, and after that, I think we will give us the routes now. Okay, yeah, routes is here. We are going to make a very simple to-do application, and this is a final with app.app context db.create all run host. So why this is a very important concept. We are here we are making host as 0.0.0.0. Why? Because we are giving the access of our class application to all the other application. Because of this, our Docker is running. If we are not writing this line, maybe our application is not running in the Docker. So it is very important to give the host as 0.0 because this is a public port where anybody can run their application. Now continue to the next step. Now they ask us to make the okay, instead of making manually, let's doing it automatic. First of all, we have to check where we are now. For that, I have to check PWD where I am. So I am in a personal project. So ls after ls I am they are showing me the app.py. Okay. So already I am in then I am making the net directory. I think templates. And inside templates we have to make the index.html. So is there any what is the command for making the file? cmd command. They are not doing proper things. So, I know there is one command I am not. Yeah, touch. Touch is the command, right? Touch index.html. So, okay. So, I'm just copy paste it, and first of all we have to go inside the templates, and then only we can say we can make the file here. Touch index.html. So here index.html is there. So we are going to there and paste it here. Now install the requirements. As we know, the very simple command if install don't just copy paste, also try to uh, write all the things. Means typing practice is also very important, because through typing two things you are first of all your typing speed and doing mistake is reduced, and second thing is you are learning, you are actually trying to write the command, so through that you are remembering that commands for future use as well. Okay, let it be. What they are giving us the error, they are saying ki could not open requirements file. Okay, so we are doing cd minus dot dot, and now let's paste it, and everything is now going properly. Okay, we are ready. Now let's same the what's next. Once your app runs locally, reply app works ready for Docker, and array yaar shit, one mistake we are making here. We are not make a virtual environment. We are installing all this into the system only, and it is very dangerous if we are using the second project. It may be conflict because of this file. So I don't know. I have to make changes. I will download each and everything again, but I have to make the virtual environment only. So Python minus n venv. This is the command through which I can make the virtual environment, and Python. What is the activation command? Python scripts slash activate. Before that, venv scripts activate. Okay, venv scripts activate. Okay, now I am in and again copy paste and again install this into the virtual environment, and Let's do work here. uh, the file will install here. Once your app runs locally, reply app not ready for Docker and app works. I don't know whether the apps will. So, is there any error that make this will do proper? And let's see here. So, what is the mistake? So, I don't know what exactly the error is. So, let us ask this everything for GPT. We are taking in the for GPT here. And let's see what GPT uses. Okay, this list. Set the requirements.txt. Instead of this line, they are asking us to make this one. And again, we are just in the same problem. Okay. So they are asked us to directly remove this one and only the normal command. Because when we are using the Docker, that time we can manage the things. So here all other things are going to be installed properly. .env greeting installer and works or SQL can be ginger to click class. Okay. Okay. After that, let's run this Python app.py and I'm adding. I am trying to run this. I'm trying to read this. Everything runs properly. So again, suppose go to gym. Suppose I'm trying to refresh. Okay, everything is now stored. It means it is running properly. So I am just trying to open with the another code. Let's see whether it will run or not. Okay. So for that, control and okay, means everything is permanent here. Wow, nice. So I think one is running into directly. I'm not, everything is work properly. So let's ask to go app works properly. Now it says that actually from now our main important Docker concepts are going to start. So let's start with our Docker concepts. Let me just fix it properly. So control D. Okay, so it looks great now. First, understand how Docker build works. When Docker builds an image, it reads your Docker file line by line from top to the bottom. Each line creates a layer. Layer by layer, it from top to bottom, it reads everything. Means it reads first Python, then requirements, then install, then copy, then CMD. Okay. So look at this order carefully. Wrong order, slow rebuilds. Copy dot dot and then run pip install. Copies everything including app.py and runs every time app.py changes. Means copy dot dot. And then this is wrong order. Correct order is copy requirement.txt. Then pip install minus r requirement.txt and then copy add code last. Okay. So why if you change app.py docker sys from not change so use cache or layer 2 copy requirement not change so use cache saves 30 seconds then part layer 4. Okay, now let's create a one docker file. So let's make here one touch docker file. Let's go into the docker file and let's write it line by line and understand each instruction. Okay, so they are already saying don't just write, don't just copy paste, but write it by yourself only. I love Claude. You are, you know, you are giving me the proper things which I want exactly. So from Python. So this is my first time. So you also write all the things by your own only and use without just copy pasting, write it for first time, and after that when we are understand concepts and all, then we can from after next time we can directly copy paste. But first time when we are doing anything, just write it all the things by yourself only. So here what is the from? Which base image to start from? Linux plus Python pre-install stream version. Everything you write after this builds on top of this space. Label metadata like a sticky note on your image, not required but good practice in industry. Metadata. It is like a sticky notes of your image which says what you are making. Label metadata. So I'm just making here Durgesh at the rate doctor.com. I'm just making that. So work directory. This is very important. Work directory slash add. So why we are using work directory? Because it set the working directory inside the container. All future commands run from slash app. If slash app does not exist, Docker creates it automatically. Think it of it like cd slash app but permanent. Then copy the requirements.txt and copy this for now. And copy from files from your laptop into the container. Oh, means source your laptop dot destination current directory which is slash app. We copy only requirement. Remember the caching trick. Means we are copy the requirement first. After that we are install run pip install slash no caching directory minus r requirements dot txt. Run pip install slash no cache directory minus r requirements dot txt. Run execute a command while building the image. Execute a command while building the image. Don't save pips download cache inside image. Keeps image smaller. This layer gets cache. Will not rerun unless requirement dot txt changes. Copy data. Executes a command while building the image. Keep the image smaller. This is very important, like copy data. Copy data. Copy everything else. App.py templates into container first. Your laptop's current phone. Second dot containers work directory. So there is a gap between these two. What they are saying ki copy the everything else app.py templates into the container. First dot our laptop's current folder and second dot is containers work directory which is slash app, and expose Python code. expose documentation tells Docker this container uses port 5000. This does not actually open the port. It is just a label. You still need -p while when running. This is just we are giving. We are not saying oh, this is fine. When we are running the image, we can see that time what exactly the cmd is Python and app.py. CMD default command to run when container starts, right? Written as a list. This is the best practice. Only one CMD allow per Docker file. Last one means our Docker complete Docker file. So let's create one Docker ignore as well. So this is also very important to create the Docker ignore as well. So let's say I'm creating command only touch Docker ignore. No? Sorry, git ignore. Docker ignore. Sorry. Am I right? This right spelling. Dot Docker igmre. And let's copy paste all these things. Also see what we are copy pasting here. This is PyGaj, that is in SQLite.env.git. Why important? Keep the image size smaller. Don't accidentally copy the passwords. Don't copy your git history into the image. Okay. Then build the image. Let's build our first image. So to build our image, the first command is docker git -t something. Docker build -t class guru, which is my image name, v1, which is version 1 dot. This dot is very important. Many times we are forgetting. So it is giving us the error failed to connect to the Docker API. Why it is saying this? Because we have a Docker desktop which is not on. So whenever you are doing any type of work, you should first of all start the Docker desktop and then only do the work. Otherwise, it will give us the error. So this is the Docker desktop interface. You can see here all the containers, images, information they will use us. So these are my two images which I had made already, and this is my third one which I am making now. So Docker build -t class guru v1 and dot. Okay, everything is running properly here. So let's see what this command means. Docker means our Docker build. It's build a simple our image -t used for the tag it with name version. Yes, name and version we are giving, and look for Docker file in current folder. Means we are telling that see the Docker file in the current folder. Break this command. Okay, so after that run it and watch the output carefully. You will see each layer building. So if I am making this proper window, I am making this, and let's see what they are building step by step. In the Docker file, what we are making, first of all, we are install the first of all ask for this Python, means from Python. After that label, then move directory, then copy, then run, copy and expose, and then cmd. Let's see it is running, how it is running. So first of all, Docker desktop means yes, it is running from this one. Then metadata it is saving. After that, where it goes for work directory /app. It is goes here. Okay, then copy the requirements.txt, then run pip install, then again copy, and at last uh, it will expose 5000, which is not one. And one warning, okay, expose let me, okay, they are giving us a warning that expose must be in the capital letter only. So, is there any need to make me the array? No, I'm not going to make this array. So let's see what exactly happened. So okay, now let's run this our container, and let's see whether it is running properly or not. So I am keeping it here only, and after that, docker run minus b 5000. I don't. I If it is not running properly, then I will again giving the second version and run that last to do version. Maybe it will not going to run. Maybe I don't know exactly. But because of we are doing the wrong expose, that's why. But no, it is running properly. Uh, let's follow this link. Running here properly, but not here. Minus p 5000 your land inside content. I think I have to create the image again. So I'm going to make the image again of version 2. Let's see. And next we can try to run the container. Maybe this time it will run properly. It's not running, so let's run on our, okay, it is running here properly. So our volume, because of volume, it is being saved as well. Wow, nice. So after that, coming here, step 3, essential Docker commands do not come. See your images, Docker images. So if we want to see Control C, I'm just copying Docker images. It is showing me the 3 Docker images, last sudo, first project, and the list project that are related. See running containers, which containers are running in background. So if I want to check docker ps command, it is showing us the container image command created status names. I think no any container is running now, so that's why maybe it is showing us the nothing. So see, if we want to see the all commands, so for that docker Docker ps minus a is the command to our containers. So run in background, detach mode, docker run minus d minus p, docker run minus d minus p, 5000 slash 5000 plus 2 version. So it will run in background, and if we check here now it will show us that yes. So see logs of a running container. If we want to see the logs, then we have to first copy this container ID. See, then docker logs. Active container ID install. It is showing us how many times we are running now. So if we want to go inside the running container, so docker exe, that is we are going inside that container minus id and container id and bash. So we are inside it. So if we have delete ls, we are seeing what are the files inside that docker container. Cat app.py. We are seeing all this app.py. Then realme, then exit suppose when I'm doing exits I'm doing that and to stop my container docker stop container ID. Delete an image. Suppose I want to delete my image. Docker img. So rmi. So class to do Virginia. So if I'm checking Docker images, it is only showing as the it is still showing as the 3 months. What because we are doing everything. But the things which is important if we are running any container. Suppose let's run this container. I don't know whether it will run on. I have deleted it and let's see here. Then go to gym is deleted completely. So localhost. Actually 5,000. I think Docker first of all I start the container. So how can I get the container ID? So Docker PS Max. Just a minute, let me see how can I get the ID. So let's first run the container in background. Stopping. Again Docker run. Docker PS. Let's see here. Go to gym still there on. So let's remove the container. Let us run. Let's not delete the image. I don't know. Means what we are doing is we stop the container, delete also image. The when we are adding the stop remove container, remove container, and then run, all our data is gone. So for that, okay, now let's go to the understand the container file system first, which is very important. In our laptop, it is users and me. Then class to app, then app.py and department.txt. But inside the container, it is slash app. Okay, now let's move towards our next chapter, that is about the volumes. So let's see what exactly the volume is. So play with volumes, try both name volume and bind form. Delete a container, bring it back, confirm data storage. Okay, I'm sorry. Now, okay, Docker volumes. Before we run any command, let's deeply understand the problem first. Understand the container file system first. So when you are run a container, Docker gives it its own isolated file system. So for example, here they are given us two examples through which we are going to understand. First thing, our laptop, and second thing is a container. So in laptops, like we have a C drive, and inside that we have users, then our something folder name, and inside that we have a next folder, that is a class studio, and inside it our app.py, many folders of our project. And second thing, there is a container in which there is a slash app, and inside that slash app all the uh, files are there of our project. So todos.db is created when the app is run. So the container file system is completely separate from our laptop. When the container dies, everything inside it dies too. So Docker remove container. So app todos.db is gone forever. So what is a volume? So a volume is a storage that lives outside the container but can be mounted into it. Means Docker manage area. This todos.db is inside our laptop, but it will point to the container where we have made the file, or we can say where we are making something, like inside our in our laptop, inside Docker volumes, and to do that we are making the to and inside the container slash app and slash instance is there. So now when container dies, Docker remove container, the container gone uh, fully. So new container mount same volume, data is back. Three types of storage in the Docker: container layer, name volume, and bind mount. Default dies with container, which is container layer. We already see that when container is deleted, our uh, database is also deleted. Second is name volume. Docker manage it, survive the container. Bind mount. You point to a folder on your laptop. Okay, let's learn each one. Name volume and bind mount. We are going to see. So Docker create and manage the storage location. You just give it a name. Docker itself doing each and everything. We just want to give the name, and Docker decides where we want to make the changes, or where we want to. So step one, create a name volume. Docker volume create to data. Okay, let's make. Let me check whether yeah, container is running. So I have to stop Docker stop. Let me check again. Docker please. Okay, now nothing is doing. Let me clear our terminal. Now let's rest Docker create to do data. Docker volume create to do data. We are making the volume and check the volumes. We are just Docker ls and we are see here all the volumes. Okay. Now Docker volume inspect to do data. Inspect means we are going into that uh, app. This is where actually our volume is created. We are going to see that. So it is giving us this location where our data is there, or we can say our volume is there. And to run the file with the volume, there is a very simple command. We can say docker run. Not a simple actually, so something like -t then 5004. So instead of doing like writing all these things, okay, let me write all these things because I promise you that I suggest you that you write, and if I am writing, I am just copy pasting it doesn't look great. So let me write for you all these things, not only for you but for me as well. Instance slash class two. Meanwhile, I need reference format. So let me copy this and paste it. So finally we are running our container, and if I check the container, it will show me that this container is running. So this is the app instance. It is the persistence. Proper stop. Okay. before starting, let run this container. Docker run minus 9004. What's the command to run container? Let's check it. Our repositories. Docker run minus d is ready. Minus d minus p and then something slash there is no such images there, so what the image we are creating now? Let me see here what image we are creating. Okay, to data. Let's make okay. So, the mistake we have done is I think we are not doing the code. Yeah. Where does it actually live? We can see that. And now run container with the volume. Never find image. Okay. Let's see what image. Last one. Minus. Upper build minus. There are three types. One, it is temporary. Second, Docker itself manage the location in our laptop. And type 3 is bind mode, where we are specifically provide the location of the Docker file where it is meant to set. So name only one bind, there is difference. So what when to use what? So Docker manage location good for database used in production. Server container can't easily edit the files. You control location good for source using development. Servers container delete easy to edit the files. Okay. Okay. On the MS. Till now we are using SQL. What the next? Play with volume, try both name volume and bind mode. Back data server. Okay, now we are going to learn about the Docker network and PostgreSQL. How containers find each other. Container DNS. Running PostgreSQL as a container. Connecting fast PostgreSQL. Why the database should never be exposed to interpret. Right now, if you run two containers, so can't they talk to each other? No, they are not talk with each other because both have a different port number and they have complete isolation. They do not know each other exist or not. So they are like two people in separate cell rooms. No communication is possible between them. So what is a network actually? Yeah, no connector. So it is a virtual network that connect containers together. Containers on the same network can talk to each other using their container name as host name. This is Docker's built-in basis container name is host name. That is it. Three types of Docker networks are there: breach, uh, host, and none. Default breach versus custom breach. Docker has a default breach network but never use it. Here's why. Default bridge network is the network which is directly connected to host and through which they are talking with the host. But that is completely unsecure and not that much useful. So that's why we are not going to use the default bridge network. So containers can only reach each other by IP address. IP addresses change every time container restart. So DNS can't use container name as custom bridge network we are using. So always create your own network. Let's do it for now. Create a custom network. Create network, create a to-do network. Then Docker network ls. See, these are some of the networks. Okay, now inspect your network. We are going inside that network. Okay, now run the PostgreSQL Docker run -t. Give it a name. Connect to our custom network environment, DB username, password. I think I have typed it. Okay, my dear friends, uh, our video becomes very big for now. So let us stop our video here, and tomorrow we are going to learn about the Docker Compose. So it is about 12:45, and right 12:45 tomorrow there is my college. Then also I am making videos for you all. So please do subscribe my channel as our tradition. Keep commenting. If you have, if you want to give any suggestions, kindly give me any suggestions as well. If you have any doubt related to the topics we are see today, you can ask by giving me the timestamp so that I can understand it properly. In the last video, someone is asking me about the doubt related to, I don't know what about, but he doesn't provide me the timestamp, so I am not understanding what he is asking. So if you want to ask any type of doubt, kindly give me the timestamp so I can understand what exactly your doubt is. So yes, we are learning many things today, and I am also quit desktop from here. And yes, we will meet tomorrow. Then bye bye.